There existed a golden era long ago in the age known as the Vedic Age. The ancient land of India in this Vedic age is said to have been the abode for 16 great warring kingdoms, also known as Mahajanapadas. Mahajanapada, the term is a combination of two words. Maha means great and Janapada means a foothold, as in, a foothold of a tribe. Such tribes weren't necessarily tribes in the literal sense, they were great clans that existed in the ancient India. Janapada meant a country in loose terms. According to the ancient Buddhist scriptures, these great countries were known to have existed before the Buddhist era. There existed 16 kingdoms, or also more commonly known as the Salasa Mahajanapadas. They were initially tribes which had risen to power by slowly winning over the other local tribes, and grabbing extra land to become bigger political entities. These political entities formed the 16 major republics and monarchies. Going by the alphabetical order, we have Aga, Ashmaka, Avanti, Shadi, Gandhara, Kambuja, Kashi, Kosala, Kuru, Magadha, Malla, Matsya, Pachala, Surasena, Vajji, and Vamsa. In the Vedic society that existed back then, people organized themselves into 4 classes: Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Of these 4, the Kshatriya were tasked with ruling and protecting the kingdom. Their role was mostly fighting in wartime, and governing in peacetime. The 16 kingdoms were known to have been named after the Kshatriya tribe names who had settled in the location. As previously mentioned, some of these were republics, where the land was ruled by separate smaller oligarchic assemblies. There existed many oligarchs, or leaders who had their own small armies. Mostly they were meant to be united as a one republic. In republics, every tribal oligarch had a share in revenues from peasants. Contrary to this arrangement, in monarchies, there was only one king, who ruled over the entire area. In such cases, only one royal army was allowed to exist and serve the kingdom. Any small independent armies were seen to be a threat to the king and the kingdom, and were not permitted to exist. The share in revenues from peasants was only enjoyed by the king alone. Vajji, Malla, Kuru, Kambuja and Pachala were known to have been republics. Few of them comprised of a singular tribe, while others had many tribes living under one kingdom. In monarchies, the priestly class of Brahmin had considerable influence, and demanded huge respect, as they were seen to have been tasked with attaining the highest spiritual knowledge. Most of the monarchies were concentrated in the Gangetic plains, and the republics were in the foothills of the mountains in the north.